Welcome to this tech channel for everyone, and this is a quick look at performance in iOS 13. So one of the things that is of course promised in iOS 13 is that if you have an older device, the performance should still be pretty good. Now this device is an Apple iPhone 10. And of course, thanks to a friend of mine that lent me the Apple iPhone 10. So, of course, this is a generation older than the iPhone 11. And of course, what performance issues are there in here? Well, I can tell you one thing, is that as we use the iPhone, I can pretty much tell you that there's no lag or no problem in here in general, and that it actually seems to be extremely fast. I often, kind of ranted in the past with iPhones, wondering, if I have an older iPhone and I upgrade it to iOS, whatever, usually I found that there was performance issues. So this one was, of course, pushed from iOS 12 to iOS 13.1. And what is interesting in here is that there doesn't seem to be any performance issues at all. I haven't seen any differences in the speed of apps, the speed of execution of whatever functionalities I want to use on the iPhone 10 here, moving from iOS 12 to iOS 13. So this is nice. And there's an added bonus. If you're moving your older device to iOS 13, better battery management with age. So that means that as the iPhone actually gets older and every device gets older, the battery, of course, will have less and less capacity. In the past, one of the biggest problems with that is that Apple had simply built in a mode where the phone would get slower so that the battery life extends. But the problem is your phone was so slow at some point that it was actually, you almost bought a new phone. People got mad at that, and now there's a new management system. So in the battery management, we'll be looking at the options, and you'll see that there are different options in a separate video. But overall, if you have an iPhone 6S or later, we've tested it, and on the channel you can see one of the tests with an iPhone 7. Don't be afraid of moving on to iOS 13, as it does have pretty good performance overall, even on older phones. And that is a breath of fresh air, because as time went by, we get mad at the fact that the phones get slower, and we were kind of almost thinking of making, or that they were actually doing this on purpose to actually have the phones get obsolete and have us buy new phones, basically. So don't be afraid. Moving ahead to a newer version, to iOS 13, won't really slow down your older iPhones, and that's good news. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.